Hey everyone, it's Marcrafts and Mom back for another video.
Hi everybody.
She's still not feeling good. She's been trying to get an appointment with the doctor for this week, but they do not have any availability appointments. So we go to see her doctor on the 27th of next week. So hopefully we can get her in there and get her some medicine to get her feeling better. So I have a couple finished objects, some whips, and then want to talk to you guys about something. So I'm gonna do whips first because they are. I'm sorry for rocking. I had a comment the other day saying that it made them very sick and dizzy when I was rocking. So I'm gonna try not to rock. But I have some of them I didn't work on some of my projects. So I didn't even bring them out to show you guys. So this first one I have on my pile, I just lost the ball, is this blanket here. So this is for my mom's friend. She just wants these two colors. So I am doing a large granny square and she wants it to be functional, like for an actual blanket. I thought she just wanted it for the back of her couch, but no, she wants it. It's for her sister. She wants it to be a functional blanket. So she also wants me to put a Cocker Spaniel applique on it. Well, I have found a pattern that kind of looks like a Cocker Spaniel, but it isn't a Cocker Spaniel. It's by Nella's Cottage, I think, and I have not printed it out yet. But I made the middle of the granny square a little bit big, and I'm gonna put the Cocker Spaniel applique kind of look like in the middle, and have that be like the focal centerpiece. And then I'm just doing random number of rows like I do all my other blankets. So yeah, so that's I have this much yarn left on the tan cake, and then I'll figure out if I'm not gonna have enough because I just finished a row, so I'm gonna do probably a couple more rows and then tie on another brown one and then do the white for a couple rows and make it a good size Afghan. What I might have to do is once I get it to the width that I want it, I might add some on the top and the bottom and then go around it again, the whole thing. So that might be what I do, but I will cross. I'm not really 100% sure how big I don't know if I want to make it a whole granny square or if I want to make it like into like do the granny square in the middle and then add top and bottom for like make it a rectangle and then go around the whole thing. I might do that. That might be pretty easy to do. My next one is a wild Olander hooded scarf. I have. Sorry, I'm gonna move you because I'm gonna set this on my stand. Sorry for the wobbling. But I have been wanting to make one of these for a while, and I finally was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm trying to make some stuff for winter. I live in Pennsylvania, and it gets cold here at the end of like next month into October. So by the way, today is the 21st of August. It is almost 6:30. It's 6:27. But I have started a wild Olander, and I'm in the middle of the row, and I am doing the Harry Potter, one of the houses. I got this idea looking off some of the pictures on Facebook for the wild Oleander, and somebody did these colors. So it's the red and or the maroon and the yellow. I think it's a Hufflepuff, maybe? No. No, I think Hufflepuff is black and yellow. I don't know what the house is. I don't watch Harry Potter, but so this will be available for sale once I get it finished. I'm gonna add it to my Facebook podcast group, and if anybody would like it, then they can purchase it from me. So I have that one. As I'm just gonna lay this on the couch, and the other one that I have a couple, and my ball went over here, so I have to move. Yep. So one of my other projects is I wanted to do a granny square, and if you know me, you know I love making granny squares. I adore the patterns and stuff. Well, this is going to be kind of like a scrappy granny square, but I am not going like I usually do. Usually when I make blankets anymore, I don't like to weave in ends. So I usually whenever one ball or cake runs out, I just tie on another one. But this one, I am actually color controlling it. And because I like, as you know, like I said, I like making granny squares. Well, in my finished objects, I have finally finished my 5mm hook made granny squares. And I have 6mm hook granny squares that I'm currently making. Well, this is with a 6mm hook, but it's going to be a big blanket. And I'm going to do the same concept. I am going to, or I just might make this into a huge granny square. And then tie it off and weave in the ends and just have that. So I have this amount of yarn left with a piece of black fuzz on it. And I'm just going to go until I can't make any more solid rows with that ball. The next one I have, and I apologize for the way this cake looks, it, it had an accident or two. Oh, this is what the cake looks like. So this is a granny shell, and I'm doing what I usually do is just tie off whenever, or tie on a new one whenever I finish skein, like right here. You can really see it. I finished the orange, tied on the blue. They're just going to nursing homes and stuff, so they don't really care what they look like. So all of the blankets, everything I showed you, I'm using a 6mm hook for so far. So that is whip number 4. Whip 5, 6, and 7 are all the same pattern, and I also have a cross stitch and a plastic canvas one that I want to show you. But I am making 3 hats, the same hat pattern, 3 different sizes. So I am doing the Macy beanie, and it is by Miss B's Crochet. I got the pattern off of Etsy, and use a 5mm hook for the 5mm hook for the brim, and a 6mm hook for the body. Well, I did it wrong, and I used a 5mm hook onto the body, so that's what I'm sticking with. Now I need to change. Oh, this is what it looks like when it's finished. I guess I should have shown that. So this is what it looks like when it's finished. So I picked 2 colors and had mom choose like which for the body and what for the accent color. So the first one I did the 0 to 3 month size, which is this one right here. And her patterns, I have noticed you do for the whole hat, you do I think 23 rows. Now, since I'm just gonna eyeball it because if I did the 23 rows for the newborn hat, it would be like probably up to here, and that's a little bit too big for a newborn hat. So I think I'm going to do another repeat of the section, which will put it up to there, and then start the decreases. Because so this is I chose orange and turquoise for the first hat. The second hat I picked white and like this denim color. And this size is a 12 to 18 month size. So this is a 12 to 18 month size. And then the last one I did, I'm doing pink and purple. And whoops. I'm doing pink and purple. And this size is an adult. So the adult fits an adult really well. I'm probably going to do the same thing, do another repeat, and see where exactly it is on my head, and then maybe maybe do like one or two repeats, and then start the decreasing, because the decreasing starts on round 15, and then you have another decreasing round on 18. So the decreasing round starts on row 15. And I don't think I want my hats to be that big because I don't really like them slouchy. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Also, before I get any further, I want to show you guys this. So I purchased, well, my gram got this for me at the Dollar General. And I've been wanting one of these for a long time because all of my projects, my patterns that I have for projects that I am currently working on goes in this. It has 13 compartments in it. I have one for plastic canvas, one for amigurumis, one for cross stitch, one for hats, one for blankets, one for appliques, and one for pen wraps. And I keep all of my projects that I am currently working on in here, and then I just go to this and pick whatever I need, and it works really, really nice. Now, I want to work on amigurumis after I do this video, so I'm going to keep that out because, like I said, I'm going to finish what I started with. So I'm going to work on amigurumis after I do this video because it's been a long time since I worked on amigurumis here at Mom's. I've kind of been dabbling in a lot of other stuff. And, I've been doing a lot more cross stitch and plastic canvas, which I haven't worked on that stuff for a while. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. These are the 3 hats that I'm currently working on. I'm gonna lay them over on the couch. And now, I'm gonna show you my 2 other whips, because it goes with my whips. So I'm gonna show you my plastic canvas whip and my, cross stitch whip that I had started. So the cross stitch whip is a little panda, and I have thread attached. But I laminated it so that I could mark off my rows. So this is the little panda. It is a free pattern. I got it off of Pinterest so I can show it. So there is a glare. So that's the little panda that I'm doing. And wherever you see the red, that is what I did. So I have finished, so I do have to just tie off my thread. But I need to start doing it more in the middle than like wherever I want to. So the next thing I'm gonna do is the bow on her little head. I'm gonna do the bow, and then hopefully it doesn't go too much up here, but I didn't really get close here. And I think I'm going to frame these when I get finished, and sell them, maybe. This one I thought was really cute, so I did start this one. So that is that little pattern. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. And really excited to work on more cross stitches. So that is that. I have I also worked on this one a while too. I don't think you're gonna be able to see like what I did, but this is a stamped cross stitch. And I got it off of Temu. And what I did on this one is gonna put it's upside down. So what I did on this one was I'm working on like the mint thread. It's supposed to be green, but it's like a minty green, like a sea foamy green. So what I did on this one is, you might not be able to tell, but I did this little bit here, these three here, this, and all of that. That green right there. That's what I did on that one. And I am going to, so like I said, today's Thursday, so I'm going to Graham's tomorrow. And before I get ready for bed tonight, I am going to get my stuff ready to go to Graham's. Because I'm working on a cross stitch pattern down there, and it is a little giraffe. And I'm just literally filling in now, but I want to have another cross stitch pattern down there. So I'm gonna take my the rest of my fabric down, and I have a cow pattern that I had gotten Mom that is also printed, and I'm gonna take that down and work on that down at Brown's. Whether I do that, whether I work on that this weekend, so I have to spend Sunday night down at Graham's also because I have a hearing test that I have to go do. I do need a hearing aid in my left ear. I have moderate hearing loss in my left ear. So I'm gonna have to get a hearing aid, but it is what it is. And my last whip is plastic canvas. And I literally just worked on this before I started doing my video. And I'm only going to show you two things because that's all I worked on. So I started this plastic canvas tissue box. It is the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles. And all I did was just write Eagles on my plastic canvas. That is all I did. So when I work on this next, then I will fill in around the Eagles and start working on the other, like I'm gonna do some of the background so that I can kind of figure out where I need to be. Like I'll probably do this row here and this row and partial this row, and then I will go and do this. So yeah, that's what I'm also working on. So yeah, I was pretty happy about that. Now we're into finished objects. So the very first one I'm going to show you is I'm going to give it to Mom after I finish it because it is hers. She wants it on the table, but she is not putting it on the damn table. There is no reason to have tissues on the table when she has them on by her seat. So I finished Mom's I Love Cows. It's backwards. For me, it's backwards. But I finished this. I finished it yesterday. So, yeah. This is the top. And I finished it. I really like how this one came out. Came out really nice. So yeah. So here, Mom. Ooh, good catch. And the rest of my pattern or my finished projects are all Granny Square related projects. I went on this kind of kick where I wanted to finish my stack of Granny Squares that I had left. So the very first thing I did was I made another Granny Square Afghan. This one is 4 by 6. There are some squares that I absolutely love on this one. Like this one right here in the corner, this one right here, is my absolute favorite Granny Square on this blanket. And there was another one. There's quite a few of them that I really like, but that's my Granny Square blanket. It is finished, so I can add this to my list. I can add this to my blanket list. I'm gonna use orange this time. I got these cute little markers. They're dry erase markers from the Dollar General, and they're really cute. The colors do not match. This one's pretty true to color, but I also finished 3 scarves yesterday, and actually there's 4 in there. But this is the blue right here. Can you see that better, Mom? It does not match the lid very well. I was actually shocked because I thought it was going to be like a periwinkle, like the lid is, but it's not. But I like it. So now I have a total of 20 scarves and I have a total of 15 blankets. So I'm pretty happy with that. And now I'm going to show you the scarves I made. So I made this one. So this one is 8 squares. So there's the 4. Here's the other 4. I really like this one right here too. This one's really fall-like. So is this one. And that one, kinda. I do like the squares. And I don't even color control half the time. I just randomly pick balls out of my scrap thing and make granny squares with them. I don't. And then this one is 7 squares. So 7 squares. And then this one is 5, or no, 6, sorry. This one is 6. For a little kid, I figured. And this one is 6. I like this one with all the blues and the teals. So that is everything that I have. All of my scarves I made with a 5mm hook. The blanket I made with a Granny Square blanket I made with a 5mm hook. And all the other Granny Stitch projects I use a 6mm hook. The hats I'm using a 5. Now I have to figure out, because like I said, I'm gonna work on amigurumi when I get finished with this. Which is, I haven't worked on amigurumi for quite a while here, so I don't know what I'm gonna make. So let's just gotta be careful I don't get no paper cuts, but rifling through my stack of patterns in here. Alright, that's like a big pack. Nope, that's like 3. Is that 3? Oh, that's just 1, okay. Alright, let's see which one I grabbed. Oh, the unicorn. The little itty bitty one. The unicorn. Okay. So now I have to go find it on my cart. I was kind of hoping it would be a Timothy, but hey. We all know I love my Timothys. I haven't made a Timothy for a while. But I haven't really made an amigurumi for a while either. So I gotta, oh my god, I don't even know where to start. what color pink and green. So I just gotta find the bag that has pink and green in it. Because I went and I put all of my amigurumis that I picked out into bags so that whenever I would look at them, I could. Usually, what I do is I just grab a bag off of the cart, and maybe that's what I should have just did. Bring my cart over, and because I have no idea where this. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna bring my cart over here, and we're gonna. So I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna go get my cart. I'm gonna put the stuff away, then go get my cart, and then we'll figure out what amigurumi I pick. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So, yeah, let's just pick one. Okay, so the first one I picked is the little Highland cow. So let's get my folder out again. Jesus. I feel like this is the first time I've done this. Right. Let's get my amigurumis. Oh, he's kind of right in the front. That's good. Whoops, I picked two of them. We only need one. This folder and me are going to have some issues, I think. Okay, so this is the little Highland cow that I'm going to be making. So yeah, I am going to work on that. I need to get the other pattern out too. I think I have that. I don't have to find it. There he is. Okay. There's a Timothy. I might start him too. Okay, so I had to get this one out because it has the body in it. I hope it has the body in it, because, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, it has the body in it. I might just have to put these two together, because if I need one, then I have to do the other one, so I might as well just put them together. I actually have I have yarn picked out for this one too. And this one is purple, tan, pink, and white. So I'm going to explain why I picked those colors. So the white is for the body. The purple is going to be like where the black is. White is for the muzzle. And the tan is for the horns. That's why I picked those colors. I always have a stapler beside my chair because I print things and then I can staple them. So, I'm working on the Highland, which is, like I said, this little guy. And I am going to do his horns, his arms, his ears, all of the all of everything other than the, oh, I need to get white. Actually, I have a little bit of white in my thing, but I do not think it will. I think this yarn will be enough to make the horns. Let's see. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It's very gloomy out today. It has not rained today. It's supposed to, I think, supposed to rain tomorrow, but we will see. But I'm gonna let everybody go. I'm going to get working on my little cow. Maybe even start a Timothy. I have a lot of variegated yarn down on the bottom that I want to use to make amigurumis. I don't know if I want to go back to the way I did it before or not. The way I did it before was I made all the body parts first, then I made the body, and then I just left it sit. And then I went back later on after I had everything done and sewed them together. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to finish it and start it and finish it. So, like I keep saying, I'm going to let everybody go. I apologize if I rocked a little bit in this video. If you've watched me for any length of time, you know I do rock. If it's not like this, then it's in my rocking chair. And I apologize now. I think I did it a little bit in this video, but hopefully I did it better. I did better this time with the rocking. I did not mean to make you sick. I apologize for that. So yeah, I'm gonna let everybody go. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys again. I think I'm gonna do a video this weekend at Graham's, just because I do have quite a few finished objects, and I have started some new things. So it'll be Saturday that I do the video. Saturday night or Sunday night, because I'm staying down at Graham's Sunday night to go to my doctor's appointment, my hearing test on Monday. So yeah, I will let everybody go. Hope you guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys again later. Bye!